I hate what's happened to Blackburn. They are 3-time English champions and had legendary English striker Alan Shearer playing for them. But they've been stuck in the championship for over a decade now. Until today. Because I've just been announced as their brand new manager with the goal of finally getting Blackburn back into the Prem and to bring glory back to the Rovers. So this is the team we've loaded into in Season 1, and you know what guys, Blackburn aren't half bad. I mean, straight away guys, I've noticed it's not a very old team, and that's a great start. There's also youngsters like Hanny Leonard, O'Riordan, and also Jake Garrett that look promising. There is unfortunately a loan situation we'll have to deal with, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But we have stumbled upon the bad news. We only have 5 mil in our budget. And with only that amount of money to spend on this team, it's going to be quite tough to get promotion in Season 1. But here's the thing though guys, we're going to be spending this budget a little differently than usual. Because today we're travelling back in time to FIFA 21 and we are only allowed to sign Wonderkids from that game whether or not they became successful or massive flops. But there is one rule to follow. Say I sign Kylian Mbappe for example, I'm not allowed to revert any of his stats or his age back to how he was in FIFA 21. What I'm buying is what I'm getting. So we really need to spend this money wisely guys, otherwise it could smack us right in our faces. But before we worry about who we're going to sign yet, I first want to mess around with the tactics. So we're keeping the formation as it is with a balanced build-up style and a pretty deep line. I mean our defense is slow so it makes sense. But when we're on the ball, this is how we're going to be set up guys. I know it's a very attacking style of play, but I reckon we'll get away with it. Especially when this is our best team that we can field right now. I mean this could do some damage in the championship. However, because we're short on funds in Season 1 and we have all of these FIFA 21 Wonderkids that we can sign, I think we need to raise some funds. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. As you can see, I have put every single one of these players on the transfer list. I mean, majority of these guys are the oldest players anyway, so we're not really going to miss them. But overall, guys, once they're all sold, I'm hoping for like 10 or 15 mil at least. Unfortunately, though, after a month of trying, I've only managed to sell these 6 players. Nobody wanted the Goldie Oldies. But now that we've got 17 million to spend, honestly, I don't think it really matters. Because hopefully that money will go quite a long way with this team. I don't see us getting promotion in Season 1, but Season 2 or 3, definitely possible. As the first player I'm going to sign might just awake a memory you lot forgot you had. CDM Gustavo Enrique as Sunshao de Silva. Only 20 at the time, 73 rated with a potential of 85. As you can see though, he's well off the mark on it in that potential. But under my management guys, we're going to see what we can do with him. And there he is in the team, ladies and gents, but we've still got a lot of work to do. I mean, let's be honest, we need to sort this entire starting team out, but let's just take this step by step. As the next player I'm signing is Caden Clark, who was 17 at the time of FIFA 21. He had a 65 rating and an 85 potential, and he was playing in the MLS. But right now, he's only 67 rated, he's 21, and he's still, if I'm not mistaken, playing in the MLS. But for only 1.6 million, he's an absolute bargain. However, our next player might be a bit more expensive. In Leonardo Sturgio, he used to play for FC St. Gallen back in FIFA 21. He was 18, 67 rated with an 86 potential. However, he's nowhere near that potential. He's 22, he's 71 overall, and he's playing for Stuttgart. That was until we spent 3.3 million to sign him. And this is the team after those 3 transfers, and honestly, so far, I'm kind of liking it. I mean, obviously, we're not ready for that promotion push just yet, but that's not what we're going for in Season 1. I mean, we still need a better keeper, maybe a better striker up top. We've still got work to do. So we're not wasting any time, guys. I'm after a keeper, so I'm going for Leeds United's Ilian Malier. At the time in FIFA 21, he was 20 years old, 75 overall, with an 86 potential. But it's safe to say he's nowhere near that right now. He's only 73 overall at 24 years old, and he's still at Leeds. But for only 3 million, we certainly sorted that out. Now, unfortunately, we can't sign a new striker because, frankly, we just can't afford to. But we can afford to sign Yusuf Demir. In FIFA 21, he was a central attacking midfielder, only 17, 67 overall, with an 88 potential. potential. But here's another player that's way off the mark. He's 21 now, playing for Galatasaray, but he's only 67 rated. But that works out for me because he's cheap as hell and we need a new right midfielder. But we're going to call that transfer window a day there. I mean, we've signed 5 players already. And with only 4 mil being in our budget, I kind of want to sort our coaching system out. Besides, this team is not looking bad in the slightest. I'd actually argue we've done a cracking job in that window. Granted, it will be a tough campaign, especially playing teams like Watford, Sunderland, Sheffield United, Leeds United. But if these 5 can have a half-decent season and grow just a little bit over the course of the campaign, we're looking very good going into season 2 and 3. But it's safe to say they've definitely pulled their weight this year. I mean, look at the ratings on them, man. They've all done a job. Saying that though, guys, the entire team looks like it's done a job too. We might have actually killed it in season 1. Then again, these stats aren't exactly amazing, so maybe we haven't. But you know what? I'll definitely take this. 15th in the championship. Considering we got rid of half the team and some of our best players, this isn't a bad start. But MK Dons knocked us out straight away in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, we're moving swiftly on. But here's the thing, guys. We do face an issue for Season 2. We've still got a lot of work to do with this team, but the likelihood is we're not going to have the money to work with. I mean, we sold quite a few players at the start of this season, and that only managed to get us 5 pretty average players to begin with. So the brutal truth is, guys, we can only take this team as far as our budget allows us to. Thankfully, though, in Season 2, we've been a little bit bailed out by the board. We've got 7 mil in total to spend. And looking at the team right now, guys, there's only one position we really need to put that money into. And that's our CDM role. I mean, granted, there is Jake Garrett that we could use, but ideally, I want this team full of FIFA 21 Wonderkids as soon as possible. And granted, this does mean Leonard's going at some point, and so is Tyrese Dolan. But right now, the CDM is the priority. However, I'll be real with you lot, it's bad news. You can't see the players I'm looking at right now because I don't want to spoil anything, but I literally cannot afford a single one of these guys. So I'm thinking the 4-3-3 attacking variation. I mean, if you look at the team, everybody's in their natural positions. And even better news, it will take a Sun Chow only 2 weeks to convert to a centre mid. Yeah, we are using the 4-3-3 attack. And the best news yet, guys, with this amount of money, we can actually afford a centre midfielder. And that centre mid is Hannibal Mejbri. In FIFA 21, he was 17, playing for United with a 62 rating and an 85 potential. And right now, he's 73 overall, 22 years old, playing for Burnley, and he's got that something special. And just like that, for 5.5 mil, alongside Jake Garrett in this deal, he now plays for the Rovers. However, whilst the transfer window is now complete, behind the scenes, I was converting players to different positions. Like Demir is going to be a right winger. Let's see what happens. 72 rating, brilliant. Tyrese Dolan's also trained to be a left winger. Let's see what happens to him. Absolutely nothing, brilliant. But this is the one I'm curious about. A Sun Chow's trained to be a centre mid's complete. Let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing. That was anticlimactic. But regardless, that's officially us done and dusted for Season 2, as this is the team heading into our second campaign in the Championship, and I think we could push for promotion. I mean, not only is this team slowly being built with FIFA 21 Wonderkids, not only are they improving at a pretty quick rate, we've signed Hannibal Mejbri from Burnley, who I think might be a game changer. But I suppose only time will tell on that. And guys, we came so bloody close. We are just outside the playoffs. The thing is, though, we've had a massive improvement from 15th in the Championship to 7th. That's insane. We're still bloody awful in the Carabao Cup, though. We didn't even make it past round 1 again. The FA and Carabao Cup is going to be the bane of my existence. This team won't be, however, though. Oh my god, look at the improvement this year. It's mental to think we're still a Championship side, because majority of these players are ready for the Prem. I mean, Hannibal Mejbri is now 81 rated, Sturgio 79, Malier 78, with a Sun Chow being 78 too. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because these stats are far better than last year. Fair play to Dolan, by the way. 39 goal contributions in 48 games. What a baller he's turning into. However, if we are to get this team promoted next year, I feel like there's 2 positions we do need to focus on. And they are, of course, our fullbacks Pickering and Britton. If we're able to find 2 FIFA 21 Wonderkids that we can not only afford but are better than those pair, we've got promotion in the bag for Season 3. But before we find out, if you're enjoying this FIFA 21 Wonderkid video, only drop it a big old thumbs up, get it to 1,000 likes for me if you will, and drop a subscribe whilst you're at it. So we've just arrived into Season 3, guys, and we've only got 10 mil to spend. And I've worked worked it out, that means we can only make one signing. Luckily, it is a left back we can afford, which means Harry Pickering is definitely getting replaced. But we have no chance of replacing Britain just yet. Trust me when I say the FIFA 21 Wonderkid right backs are expensive. However, thankfully, Owen Wijndal isn't back in FIFA 21. He was playing for AZ Alkmaar. He's 20, 79 overall with an 85 potential. However, now he's playing for Ajax. He's in his mid-20s and he's only 75 rated. But thankfully, he's far better than our current left back, so I'm definitely not complaining. And whilst we don't have 4 mil left in our budget, that's our window done because we can't afford anyone else. So this season really is make or break for the Rovers, guys, because we ideally need promotion this year. Otherwise, we are really going to struggle next season and the season after, maybe. Because without serious backing, there's no way in hell we're going to be able to afford any of these players on this shortlist. So I'm hoping that Wijndal will be the difference maker, guys, because otherwise we're going to be in a spot of trouble. And I've got to be honest, guys, this is looking quite promising. These are by a mile our best stats yet. I mean, look at Dolan, man. 43 goal contributions in 53 games. This guy's turning into an absolute monster. On top of that, guys, this team right now is far too good for the championship. I mean, look at Hannibal Mejbri. Dynamic potential's hit him like a truck. If we haven't got promotion this year, there's something wrong. But we've done it, guys. We've won the championship with 102 points. About bloody time, if you ask me, though. I mean, could you honestly imagine this team being stuck in the championship for yet another season? And I'll be completely honest with you lot, I definitely think we'll be able to compete with the top 8 next season. Especially considering this team just won the championship, our budget is going to skyrocket. Which means not only will we be able to make more than one signing, we'll be able to make better signings too. So guys, we've just arrived into season 4 and we are officially back in the Prem with the Rovers. And with that comes a hefty amount of money, to be fair too, almost 50 mil in our budget. But honestly, I'm not happy with that. Because with how good this team is right now, that's going to get us, what, one signing at maximum? So I think it's time we take a proper close look at this team and get rid of players that aren't exactly FIFA 21 Wonderkids. So that unfortunately means Hayden Carter's getting sold, Tyrese Dolan's getting sold, and Harry Leonard's getting sold. And I'm really gutted about that because I feel like if we had him for a little longer, he could have turned into the next Alan Shearer. But ultimately, it's the best thing for the team. And once these three have all sold, I reckon we're going to have close to 120 to 140 million. But something tells me we're going to have a bit more than that to play around with. Dolan's gone for 46 mil, 17.1 mil for Carter, and Leonard's gone for 77.1 mil too. Which gives us 174 mil. Yeah, we can do some damage with that. I mean, granted, we'll just be replacing the positions we've just sold in the team, but the quality we'll be able to bring in is staggering. For starters, guys, who remembers Thiago Almada? He was 19 years old in FIFA 21. He was an attacking midfielder. He was 74 overall and had an 86 potential. And after a small departure from FC 25, he is back. He's playing for Olympic Lyon. He's 84 overall and 26 years old. One of the only players so far who's actually lived up to the hype. And for a player of his quality, we just got a bargain, only spending 53.9 million. But that's one down, 2 to go. Because I want to sign Liam Delap in FIFA 21. He was playing for City, he was 17, 64 overall with a potential of 86. But now he's 24 years old and 84 overall. Not sure if that's accurate to in real life, but I'll take it. As Liam Delap is indeed the latest addition to Blackburn Rovers. As for my final signing in Season 4, I'm going for Edmund Tapsoba, who in FIFA 21 was 21 years old, 81 overall playing for Leverkusen and had a potential of 88. But as of right now, he's 28 years old, 84 rated playing for Palace in this career mode. Yeah, that doesn't seem likely. So I made sure to take care of that for 42.8 million. And that is our window done now, ladies and gents. But just look at the players we signed, man. We have legitimately leveled Blackburn up. I mean, this team is stupidly good, especially considering it's its first proper season in the Premier League. And the best thing is, they're all still pretty damn young too, so if there is a little bit of room for improvement, they'll definitely improve. I'm really curious to see how this team's going to get on, man. I would absolutely love a top 10 finish. But it's safe to say we've over-delivered. We've got top 6 football. We've got European football next year. This is insane, man. The FIFA 21 Wonderkids are showing up. Unfortunately, they just can't do that in the FA Cup though, because Crawley Town knocked us out. If you want to know why I haven't shown you how we've done in these competitions, this is exactly why. Having said that though, this team got top 6 football, so no matter what, we've got European football next year. And honestly, looking at these stats, nobody's really standing out, but a lot of people are getting involved now. And the thing is, we just need a better right back and right winger, and we are set for Season 5. Now granted, United have gone on to win the Conference League and Dortmund won the Europa, but if we can improve our team even further, there's no reason why we can't. And that is exactly what I've managed to do as we start Season 6 with not the highest budget in the world, but enough to bring in a very, very good right winger. As I've just spent 25 mil alongside giving Madrid demur for Francisco Trincao. He's now 28 years old, 83 rated, but back in the day he used to play for Barcelona, he was 20 years old, he was 77 overall and had a potential of 87. So, you know, he's not far off. But because we've only got 9 mil in our budget, he is literally the only transfer we can make. But with Trincao in the team, we've certainly got a very solid front three. I'm just worried about our right back now because he's absolutely the weakest link in the team. And as daft as this sounds, that could be our undoing as we are in the Europa Conference League. And believe it or not, guys, I really want to win this. I also want to get top 4 in the Premier League and we're actually off to a half-decent start. So here's hoping this team is enough to do that because the sooner we get top 4 football, the better. And I think the lads heard me say that because we've got top 4 football. We've officially got Champions League. I don't know why you doubted the team, and it's literally full of previous Wonderkids. We've even won the FA Cup this time. We've finally got somewhere trophies-wise. But we've had an utter stinker in the Conference League. FC 20 knock us out in the round of 16. Bloody hell. I don't understand how this team does not beat FC 20. I can't put all of that on the right back. And as you can see from the stats, guys, we can't fault them. It might actually be the right back's fault. But because we finished inside the top 4 and won the FA Cup, I don't think going forward we're going to have any budget issues. Which means one way or another, Joe Rankin Costello is getting replaced next season. And I'm also signing a couple of other Wonderkids to go into this team. And honestly, when we do that, I reckon there's a small chance we can win the UCL in our first attempt. Especially with our first signing of the new campaign. I frankly find it disgusting, by the way, just how cheap I've bought this right back for. Because I've only had to spend £50 million on Trent Alexander-Arnold. But believe it or not, back in FIFA 21, he was only 1 rating lower than he is right now. That's actually kind of mad. And yes, with those stats, we could use him as a centre mid, but for now at least, I'm going to keep him as a fullback. And speaking of fullbacks, we need one more anyway, which is why I'm going for Rayan Aitnari, because back in FIFA 23, he was only 19 playing for Wolves, he was 73 overall with an 85 potential. And as it stands, at least he's fulfilled that potential as he's 28 years old and 85 rated. But I'm more concerned about the fact his contract was expiring because we've just got him for a bargain. And looking at the team after that window's complete, I back what I say last year, we genuinely have a shot at winning the UCL. And it won't be easy, guys, because even the teams around the bottom half of this league phase are bloody tough. But now that we signed Trent Alexander-Arnold and Rayan Aitnari, there's no reason why we can't do well in this competition. Now, guys, I don't swear very often, but holy shit, we f***ed up. We are 30th in the league phase. I'm positive we've never done that badly in the UCL before, man. 30th, that's horrendous. Honestly, how does this team finish 30th in the championship? Our lowest rated player is 84. It absolutely has to be a depth issue, man, because the starting 11's world class at this point. But someone please help me make sense of this. We're second in the Prem. How do we do that well in the league, but that badly in Europe? We've even won the Community Shield, for goodness sake. Oh, I really don't know. The stats, to be fair, though, aren't exactly amazing, are they? Liam Delap's done well, though. 33 goal contributions in 49 games. He's a baller. However, something needs to be done about this team, and I'm almost positive we need to sort our depth out. I mean, there's no decent backup for Malier. Sturgio and Tapsoba are the only centre-backs in the team, and Delap's our only decent striker. Yeah, depth is the problem. But if we can get backed up by the board next year like we have this season, sorting that problem out won't be a problem at all. And as it turns out, guys, it isn't an issue in the slightest. We've got 130 mil to spend. And considering that money's going on our bench, not only can we afford it, I reckon we're going to get some bargains too. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, because I want to sign Ethan Ampadu as a backup centre-back, and he's a free agent. But back in the day, he was only 19 years old. He was playing for Sheffield United. He was 68 overall and had 85 potential. But that doesn't matter to me, because he'll make a fine backup centre-back. And all we need now is some midfielders, a striker, in a winger, and we are good to go. So starting with the midfielder, I'm going for one of Chelsea's old players in Mason Mount. In FIFA 21, he was 21 years old, 82 rated, and had a potential of 88. However, somewhere down the line, it just went wrong for him. He's still a Manchester United player. He's 31 now with an 81 overall. But considering his contract was running out, I couldn't say no to him because we all know how much I love a bargain. But next up, we're going for a striker, and I want Fabio Silva to be that man. Back in the day, he was 21 years old, 74 rated, with an 81 potential. However, right now, he's 27 years old with an 81 rated potential, but I'm pretty sure he's been very underwhelming. As for the cam roll, I'm going for someone who at one point was poised to be the next Lionel Messi. That is, of course, Ansu Fati. At this time, he was 17, he was 76 rated with a potential of 90. Right now, he is still at Barcelona, he's 27 years old, he's 83 rated, but he's definitely been underwhelming. And just like that, for the combined total of 53 million, we signed both of these players on 4-year deals. And as you can see from the bench, it looks so much healthier now, but we do need one more thing. And that is a backup winger, which is where Andy Baranaxia comes in. Back in the day, he was playing for Real Sociedad. He was 18 years old, 73 overall, had an 85 potential too. Fast forward to now, he's still playing for Real Sociedad. He's 83 rated and 28 years old. However, he's not playing for Sociedad anymore, as we've just signed him to wrap up this window. And now not only is our starting 11 world class, our bench is absolutely full of quality now. So we better do better in the UCL. So we simulated to the end of the season, and this truly is the dream start. We are Premier League champions with Blackburn Rovers. We've just won their first league title since 1995. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll also take the FA Cup too. That's the second time we've won this. We haven't yet won the Carabao Cup though, but I'm telling you, it is coming. Just like the UCL is, as this time we storm the league phase and we go straight through to the round of 16. And that's where we get past Inter quite easily. We've smashed Leverkusen, and we've just beaten Bayern. We're playing Sporting in the final. So it's apparent that not only does depth really matter, but Sporting are overpowered. But looking at that team, honestly, I don't understand how they pulled it off. I mean, it's solid, but nowhere near good enough to get to the final. And I suppose that bodes well for us because we've had a cracking year in front of goal. Just look at these stats, for goodness sake, man. Everybody got involved. And because this might be our final year in charge of the Rovers, I want to quickly show you the FIFA 21 Wonderkids I didn't sign. And guys, I'm not joking when I say there are literally so many I could have gone for, but simply could not afford. But if you want to try this challenge for yourselves, guys, I'll leave a link to the website in my pinned comment where you'll see all these FIFA 21 Wonderkids. But as for my team, it is truly something to behold, man. Oh, bloody hell, Almada, how are you going to get suspended? I bloody hate it when that happens. I mean, we've got Ansu Fati who can play there. He might be a cam, but he was once a winger. Plus, he's certainly got the stats for it, hasn't he? But hopefully, he can take us to a Champions League victory because that's one of the only trophies that we've yet to win with Blackburn Rovers. Here we go, guys. FIFA 21 Wonderkids versus the team of Sporting in 2031, I want to say? How that's a free kick, by the way, I will never know. I legitimately took the ball straight from his feet, but we digress. Here they come on the right-hand side of the pitch. They're doing really well to break us down defensively, by the way. Oh, tap sober, you beast. Here comes Clark, though. He's done really well to get past that, man. Can we find a lap on the receiving end of a through ball? Bro, that tackle was disgusting. Bloody hell, they've updated the game all right. Ultimate difficulty actually feels like ultimate now. I'm Sporting on the right side of the pitch. They're doing well, man. They're doing really well to try and break us down. Tap Serb is an actual beast, man. Honestly, what a defender. Our problem is, as soon as we get the ball with somebody, they just swarm us. I mean, look at how... Oh, actually, Trincao was making a run inside, but then went out. Sporting are playing such pressing football. It's actually ridiculous, man. You can't breathe when, like, you're going forward. Okay, this is decent. Clark is on the ball. Can we run straight through them? There was a gap there. I thought I could just squeeze into it. Here comes Sporting. They're trying to cut and say, oh my lord, no! Oh, that's a great save, Malier. Just on the stroke of half time. Corner to them. Please do not concede here. Oh my god, are you taking the piss? There's no way they go on the end of a loose ball from my attempted clearance. Are you taking the moral high ground? This truly is all kinds of BS, man. How on earth are we 1-0 down to bloody Sporting? Here we go. Hannibal's on the ball, though. Okay, he's got a bit of room. We've actually got a bit of room for... Whoa. We can't get a shot off though, can we? This is decent. Oh my god, we've actually got a bit of a breakthrough. Delap, please tell me he's onside. Please tell me he's onside. He's onside and we are equal 10 minutes into the second half. Bro, that's the first opportunity we've had in this entire game and we've taken full advantage of it. Hannibal Medri left all alone here. I mean, I could have definitely scored with him, but Liam Delap was just screaming for it. We need to capitalise on this momentum now, though. Sporting get a goal back again. That's just going to be so demoralising. And speaking of getting a goal back, I've just conceded a bloody free kick. Quaresma's going to take it. And, oh, no, don't score an open goal, please. Please, get it out. Thank God for that. Bro, I'd have been close to crying if they'd have scored that easily after we worked so hard to equalise. We've got Aitnery on the ball. Okay, can we spot Trincao in the box? We can't. Ansu Fati is there, though. Okay, we've got a bit of room to run into. Bloody hell, give me a bit of a break, for goodness sake. Aitnery, once again. We're getting a bit of room now, aren't we? What the hell's happened? Trincao on the head here. And heading just hasn't been fixed, has it? Less than 20 minutes to go and it's still all square. And I'm beginning to realise just how Sporting beat Real Madrid. But here comes Araujo. Jesus Christ, he's got some speed to him. Okay, Sturgio has been left for dead. That is good defending. We need a bit ourselves now. Okay, Ansu Fati, spot that run. Liam Delap, get on the end of it. Do something useful for goodness sake. You've done nothing apart from scoring this game, but he could do something useful here. 2-0! Oh my God, what a save. And here he is again, the speedster Araujo on the left-hand side of the pitch. Bro, nobody can get near him. And they're in the box. No, open area. Oh, that is fantastic defending. Guys, remind me to never, ever underestimate Sporting again, man. Because they are giving me the game of my bloody life at the minute. Oh, this is good work. This is okay. This is really good. Liam Delap, Trincao, please. Somebody, bit of room. Take it. Oh, my God. What do we have to do? Hannibal Medri to take it. Last chance in the 90 minutes. Can we get ahead on it? Can we do something? Oh my God. Again. Oh my God. We've actually done it in the last kick of the game. We've won the freaking final. Oh my God. That is insane. We were seconds away from extra time, but we've just nicked it at the last possible second. Oh my God. I was hitting an open here. What a bit of play this is. Trincao. I honestly thought for sure that would have been blocked, but nobody got in the way of it. This genuinely rivals Bilbao as the toughest game of the year. Thank God for that. It is done. The FIFA 21 Wonderkids just about beat Sporting in 2031 to become the best team in the world. And you know what? Everything apart from the final was actually kind of fun. That game right there was arch-cleansingly difficult. But the important thing is we beat them. Not only have we done that though, we've won the Premier League, we've won a couple of FA Cups, and we've won the Championship and the Community Shield thinking about it. And now we can add a Champions League trophy to that cabinet to complete our mission with Blackburn Rovers. And that's where this video comes to an end. If you have enjoyed it and want to see more content just like this, drop this video a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. And if you'd like to see more content from me, YouTube recommends you watch this.